So inviting you to take a moment to set yourself up in whatever way is comfortable for you, whether it's sitting, lying down, in the bath, whatever you need right now. And taking a moment to really arrive right here. That's actually the only place we ever are. Even if our mind likes to tell us we're somewhere else, or that we should be somewhere else. So taking a moment to really let yourself be exactly where you are. Notice where you're touching the floor, or the bed, or the cushions, or the sofa. Just noticing for a moment how your body is being held. Notice how your body is being held by and supported by the floor, the seat, the bed. And as we start to move into this meditation, take an internal weather check. What is it that you're waking up with this morning? How is the body feeling as you start the day? What kind of sensations, feelings are you experiencing? And noticing to any emotions that have maybe woken up with you. And usually circling around with those emotions are all sorts of thoughts and images and beliefs. So taking note of those, acknowledging them. We're not trying to push anything away here, but actually to welcome it all in, where welcoming is a deep listening, a deep noticing of what's here, and a deep listening to maybe what needs to be heard. So really letting life in, we might say, without denying anything that's here. And then letting your attention move to the body and to feeling the body touching the floor or the chair, the sofa. Let your attention move from your head, sweeping down the body to your neck, your shoulders, to your arms, feeling the torso, to the hips, the legs, and feet. And sensing the whole body as one field of sensation. And noticing as reasonably as is possible right now, how in this moment, there's no immediate threat, no immediate danger to this body. To notice that right now in this very moment, not in the future, but right now in this moment, noticing the ground, the groundedness that's here. And allowing yourself to be that little bit receptive to the idea that right now in this moment, But in this very moment, there is a safety. There's no immediate danger. And allowing yourself from that place to come into an awareness of the breath and your breathing, without trying to change it or do anything to it, just noticing how the body is breathing. And noticing how the body knows how to breathe itself. And as thoughts distract you or call for your attention, allow this to be a moment where you gather that attention back up to follow the breath as it moves into the body, how it expands the lungs, and how it then also releases, kind of cleansing. If you find your mouth or your nose is slightly open, see if you can bring your attention to the very point where the breath moves in and leaves the body. Let your attention focus in to that point. And then allow your attention to follow the breath down through your throat, into your lungs, feeling the movement in your belly, and releasing again. Noticing that as you follow the breath, the mind will come in and call for attention in all sorts of ways. It will come and disrupt and make noises. That's okay, acknowledge that. But allow yourself to come back to the physical sensation of this breath, this movement. And beginning to notice that as the breath is moving in and out, so too there is a stillness. And perhaps on your next breath in, as the lungs fill up, at that, just noticing that pause before the lungs release again. And again on the next breath, as you breathe in and feel the air rising in your body, at the tip of that breath, noticing that small pause before the next breath. Not trying to hold it or change it, just noticing it. And if it feels possible on the next pause, let the breath continue, but can your attention stay with that stillness? Is it possible to allow your attention to stay in that stillness while still being aware of the coming and the going of the breath? Noticing the breath as it comes and goes. And from this stillness, also noticing the thoughts that will come and go. And perhaps it's possible to notice the small pause between one thought and the other. It may be possible to notice that pause, the stillness, and to bring your attention back to the movement of the breath, the feeling in the body, noticing how the body is not threatened right now. Now in this very moment, it's safe. Still being able to notice this stillness and the quality of this stillness. And from this place of stillness, is it possible to notice how the breath connects? How the breath connects this body with life outside. And to notice how through the breath that sense of separation is perhaps not as powerful as we sometimes make it out to be. That the boundary between this body and the next is not so far away. As Jon Kabat-Zinn says, we're never truly alone. Feeling this sense of, we might say, a global breath of breathing together. And from this space, wherever your attention is right now, is it possible to let find you a kind of quality that you want to bring to your day? Not so much a quality that the mind's going to get hold of and set goals with, but a simple felt sense of being, and perhaps how you need or want or just feel it would be helpful to have with you for the day. Perhaps a quality of acceptance or of being at peace, or a quality of spaciousness, generosity, or something else that is finding you right now. And allowing that quality to really be present for you, to be felt in the body. Perhaps it has a location. And perhaps it will be possible through the day to tap back into that, to remember how it feels, and to bring it to the different situations and challenges that the day will bring. And as we start to move towards the end of this practice, coming back into feeling the movement of your breath. Excuse me. Feeling the movement of the breath in the body. And start to really ground yourself, to come back to that ground of feeling the body on the floor, on the chair, or the bed, or whatever it is that you can sense. Letting your attention come to your feet, perhaps moving your feet a little bit. Coming to your hands. And coming into your mouth, feeling the sensations of your mouth and the aliveness of your mouth. And giving yourself a moment of gratitude to yourself for letting yourself have this time to connect with yourself, to come into yourself for a moment. And my hope, my desire is that some of that stillness can stay with you through the noise of the day, as something that, as simple as the body and the breath, can bring us back in a moment to being present.